you know, there's meaning behind it all, right? It's not just shit happening. There's always meaning behind it. You just got to find where the meaning's at. So then, like, as you're breaking it down on a smaller time frame, I started noticing this big ass, this big ass U right here. It's like, okay, cool. They're setting people up for something. Come on the 1 hour and just scroll out. Like, I always just kind of scroll out as much as possible I can on the 1 hour, because I feel like the 1 hour is a good time frame. If you scroll out, like if you stay stuck on like this, like you can't tell anything right here. But if you come out and you see the big picture, then I just noticed that, I had point of interest candle here. And I was really back testing this setup, to be honest, because here's one of my point of interest candles right here. This up candle before this down move, took out all of this previous liquidity right here. I like to do the masses. It's pretty funny. It took out all previous liquidity right here. And, clearly money got behind this big ass candle, because if you guys do your research, these candles take millions of dollars to move. So when you got a candle that immediately slams down after it slams up, that lets you know someone was like, JP Morgan or something was dropping a fat lot size, right? So once I saw that, I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to Fibonacci it really quickly from the body to the body. And of course, I remember I couldn't really see on this one. There's my 50%. The 50% is right below the 38.2. This is 30.2. All right, cool. And then, see, this is what makes this trade setup a little bit hard, is because, yes, money got behind this move, but not like as much as I wanted to see it. Like, I really wanted to see it like slam down. So then, like, as I kept going, I just noticed this last little bitty doji up candle before this huge move behind this huge move. So, like, my confirmations for point of interest is, did it take out liquidity? Is there money behind the move? And is there imbalance anywhere that can be filled, right? So I saw this, and I just marked it just to be like, okay, this is an up candle before a down move. So I just marked it right there, just to back test it. And just drug it over in time. And yeah, just drug it over in time. And, yeah, I actually did the week of that one. Yeah, just drug it over in time to see what was going on. Then I came over here. I gotta see exactly where I drew this up at. I can't remember exactly. All right, facts. Here we go, back. So, came over here on the 4 hour, and this is how it looked. This is what the market was when I set it up. I saw these equal highs right here being formed. I saw, we had tapped that area and fell. So I was like, okay, it always takes time. Like, one of the things I was trying to do is say, either it can come back to the point of interest very quickly, or it can take a while to do it. As you can see, that took like a good 6 days to come back to that point of interest, but it still came, right? It was still a sniper entry. So once I saw this liquidity be formed right next to my point of interest, I was like, cool, right? What does the market like to do before it comes back to the area that they had bought to sell? They had to form liquidity. Then in order to do the fuck you candle, that fuck you candle that's doing that is now the mitigation, right? I was explaining to the boys last night. I was like, so let's just say here, right? And everybody was selling here and they bought, and this went up $10 million. Then they immediately sold at $20 million, right? This buy is still in drawdown. That's why they bring the market right back here to hit it again, right? So that $10 million is now broken even. They bought 10 million to sell for 30 million to come back to, they took their profits down here to break even on this 10 million. So they never lost any money. They moved the market and didn't lose any money whatsoever. That's something that, like, I had to really truly understand. Like, I'll say it one more time. They bought on this candle. Let's say they bought at $10 million. They moved it down $40 million, took their profits, then, did a little bit of their stuff in here, right? Brought it back up to here where they bought at 10 million to break even. Now the 10 million never happened. Now they're just $40 million in profit. That they're constantly doing this over and over again, right? So once I saw it hit here, then I saw bet. Cool, we had liquidity being formed again. I'm saying, all right, awesome. London moved between the times of 2, 6, 2 through 8. So I got up today at like 3:30 just to watch, right? I saw my first touch, and I wasn't convinced. Like, this is where, like, now you start to look for price action as well. Candlestick patterns. Like, candlestick patterns are huge with the pew theory, right? So I didn't see any candlestick pattern going on right here. I didn't like it. And then I was going to go in for a sell right around here, like at the half of this candle, right? And it was on the downside, and then it shot right back up. I was like, all right, cool. Let's be patient. Like, let's wait for our move, not the move that we want to happen. Market did it again, and then I saw this right here. When I saw this up candle, then I saw this like somewhat of like an evening star or morning star or whatever. All right, cool. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger, zero drawback, down, up in profit. Now I did this one on my demo, but I did my GU on my real account because GU is just like beautiful. So I'll break down GU as well. But as far as take profit areas, I'm looking at areas right around here.
The sweep up and point here.
I like pointing.
I can mute them real quick.
Yeah, just mute them out real quick. Everybody, please mute your mic.
I got him. We good.
I didn't even realize how many other people we had on the call. I thought I was just talking to you.
That's on.
Right? I'm looking for take profit areas around here. Right? Mitch is in this cell right now. I do fucking murdered this EU. I definitely want to get his point on this. But yeah, because I see, you got lows here that haven't been taken out. Some imbalance right here, right? And then let's not forget, what did the banks do last week with EU? We went on the 4-hour. That's when we got that bomb entry on the buy right here. Last down candle before the up move. It happens over and over again. It's just a big-ass algorithm that they like to play. Like, right? So we talked about this, like, last week. Right? Bam. You collected however many pips on this one. Then you were patient. You let the weekend. Man, 86 pips. All right? You let the week end. You come back to it.
Let it come into accumulation, get in that consolidation area where Q identified those equal highs where he has his masses, and then from there we're going to take our new setup.
Yeah, it just happens over and over again. Like right down here, accumulation. I knew that we were in distribution. Oh, that was one thing that I learned yesterday from Matthew, is that figure out what phase you're in, because it's just like when we're, if you see a clear uptrend, you don't want to sell, right? So if we're in the accumulation phase, which is down here, of course you want to look for a buy. And then if we're in the distribution phase up here, of course I want to look for a sell, right? Oh, Mitch, text me. Oh, thanks. Right? So that's, pretty much what I saw with EU. And then I can break it down as far as like how they look at it. Here's your buying climax. Automatic reaction. Test. Which is liquidity as well. Does that thing. Literally comes right to that same area. You can write this. Mitch is probably going to write this out because it looks nice. But the one I really liked was GU. So GU is the same thing, right? When I first saw GU, this is what it looked like. This was GU last week when I dropped it in the chat, right? You got equal highs here. Screw you candle comes up. takes out all this liquidity. And I wanted to see money get behind this move. That's why I was like super hesitant to jump into it when I dropped it last Friday. I was like, market's about to close. I don't really see the money getting behind the move like I wanted to. So I'll just be patient. But another thing too is if you look at this, you automatically have a target. You got equal lows that have not been swept yet. Right? So, this is what GU looks like now. Right? You got equal highs. I put the masses right there. You got your point of interest candle that did that thing. All right. I like to highlight it just to make sure I know. This candle took out these highs. That's why it's the candle that did that thing. So, and it's the last up candle. And then like right here, this is another somewhat of a reversal pattern. I've been doing a little bit of research on reversal patterns. Like this right here, I have it in my book. I'll send it to you guys. No, it's the same thing that Chino sent us. All right, that right there is a reversal pattern. I don't know the name, but I can send it to you guys. I drew it out. So once I saw, it's just having multiple confluence. Once I saw this reversal pattern happen, I knew that for a fact that this entry was going to be legit, because then I just broke it down to, all right, cool. Here's the body. I don't even have to go anymore. Like I don't have to go to 50%. You can go to 50% if you want to. But yeah, I entered right off of that GU. Yeah, Chino just dropped the candlestick reversal cheat sheet. All right, entered right off of GU right here, and it just rolled out. Like I was looking, I backed out of the trade. Probably shouldn't have, but I just wanted to secure my profits. But honestly, I should have been looking for take profit down here. But at the same time, when we had this low and we came right down to this low, I was like, unless it just breaks right through it, that means I know it's going to continue to go. But once I saw like this big wick right here, I was like, all right, cool. That means that it might be time for me to take profit, because you got these lows over here that were taken out right here. This low is taken out, but these wicks are powerful. Like you guys got to like really do research on wicks. They're like crazy powerful. So once I saw this wick not get taken out, and I was like, all right, cool. It might be a good area to take profit in. That's where I did take profit in. So like, if you even came here and broke this down on the 1 hour, all right, gotta go back here. You still highlight that candle that does that thing. All right, so you know what it looks like, because then when you break it down here on the 1 hour, this is that same 4-hour candle. All right, so 1 hour comes, taps perfectly, and we wrote it out. Now we're forming what? Equal lows down here. So I'm waiting for that shit to get broken.
And that right there is that's the candlestick pattern that I see on the hour chart right there before your test. Our last bullish, and then we got the doji, and then we got the bearish engulfing.
Mm-hmm.
Come to your.
What's up?
I got you right up here by your test, by the red line. These 3 candles. Yep, this bearish or this bullish doji and that bearish engulfing. As soon as that bearish engulfing, that is the hour candlestick pattern that I really see, that you saw on the 4 hour as well. But guys, like, look, once you see that, even if you would have sold at the bottom of that red candle, you only had 2 to 3 pips drawback for that test, and then she was out. So that is really that big candlestick pattern right there that happened after the little bit up the stop button.
It's fucking beautiful. And I mean, if you really want to get like technical, then you were 100%. You were like more than 100% right, because this is still that last candle that did that up thing. So if you identify that candle and break it down to a smaller time frame, last up candle for the down move, is it ironic that it's right there? Like, damn, Colton, how much more accuracy can you get?
No, bro. Now that we see the bigger picture in this, I'm so excited for these smaller time frames, bro. Like the 15 and the 5 and the minute. Like I can see how. Again, we got to work into that. But if you guys are kind of following along with what's going on, again, the schematic of finding those equal highs or those equal lows, waiting for the move. And it's like, it's going to show us that on the big picture, but then on the smaller time frames, you're going to literally be able to precise that entry. So that's what's really exciting for me, because everything else that we have learned, it's all about where do I enter? That's everybody's biggest question. Where do I enter when I'm looking at the scanner? Where do I enter when I'm marking this up on this zone, whatever it may be? So this is that precision entries that got all of us really excited.
Cohen loves those small time frames.
Yeah, damn, I didn't even see that. I would have probably entered off of that too if I would have saw that, but I didn't see it. I'm glad you just brought that to my eyes. Yo, Mitch, I want to hear your insight on EU, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, brother.
That, and yo, I never clicked on a 5-minute time frame until I started studying this.
I mean, yeah, I still haven't really looked at too much on the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, but I mean, especially for the 15, like you can see these head and shouldered patterns, forming, within the hour and all of it. So it's just, I'm excited to be able to notice it on the hour 4, hour 1 confidently enough to knock down to that 15-minute and catch even that pip test right there that we just saw happen.
Bet. Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, it's just seeing this it's just crazy, guys. Like, this is information that is really gonna change everybody's game. Your retention rate's gonna be insane now, right? You can teach somebody how to make $50. They're a customer for a year.
Yeah.
Facts. Hold on 1 second. All right. So what I saw in EU was pretty simple. Well, first off, we're in an overall downtrend, like pretty solid downtrend. Now what happened was, what I was looking at is, all right, so we had some like a distribution phase like over here, all over here. All right, so I saw that, and then coming over to like where the market's currently at, I saw kind of like another distribution phase right over here in this area, right over here, right. So as soon as I saw that, I was looking for, I was looking for my M, right. I was looking for my M formation, and as soon as I saw these two highs right here, especially with these two wicks, I knew that everybody was selling. Okay, so I was just patient. I just waited. Right, what happened? It came back up into the zone one more time, and then it pushed away. AKA, what they do, it got everybody excited for the sell opportunity. Everybody was selling this, right? You see all these wicks? This is just everybody selling it. But then, what happened? They pushed it up, right? The FU candle came up in here, hit everybody's stop loss, right? Which were above these, maybe above these highs. But what I did was I went down to that 15-minute. You got to look left to go right. Right? Where was that last candle before the down move? Right here. Right? Take the bottom of the candle on the 50%. Q's loving this. So
I love to hear you talk about this, Mitch.
This is what
Yo, bro.
Such a good
I study, man. I study.
That's why me and Q are so excited, because we know how much this means to all of us, and the fact that you're studying this and just getting it down with us, it's everything, man.
Yeah, hold on, real quick.
Yeah, me and Mitch have had like multiple 2 a.m. nights talking.
See my screen?
Yeah.
Check it, guys.
I'll go grab my notebook. Don't play with me.
But so as you can see, where I drew these lines, where that point of interest was, right? We look left to go right. It came right into that area, right? And what did it do? It even created another M within that area. Okay, in my opinion, how I view something like this is they push the market down, right? to just, well, they pushed it down because that's where it wanted to go, but they pushed it back up just to scare everybody to collect more buys, right? It broke this high, so people are like, you know, it stopped everyone out. But now what are people looking for? They're looking for the buy opportunity, right? Like a shift in momentum type of thing, right? You do something like this, right?
Yeah, you're trying to got smacked.
Oops, my fault. You do something like this, right? What does that look like on the hour? Damn, look, they're like, oh shoot, this closed up here. What's happening? This thing's going up. This thing's going up. So as you can see, price came up to the same area one more time. Sell. And look, like this is what I said, like the first time ever I went on the 5-minute chart, right? Because this second area, this first line I had from the point of interest, right? You can clearly see on the 5-minute what happened. It broke this, it broke back below, retested one more time. So I sold once up here, and where's the thing? And once right here.
Yeah, Mitch dropped like 3 times. I was like, damn.
So, yeah, twin trade everything. But I mean, that's kind of what I saw. It was really clear in my eyes, but you know, everybody sees it a little bit differently. Like Q still draws stuff up, and I'm like, yo, why do you draw that? Because like I just don't see it like that. But you know, you got to learn from all aspects because this shit is legit.
Yeah, it's just like, and then one of the things I wanted to say, like, you guys see that candle that he highlighted before, his first distribution phase? Like, yeah, that one. Your point of interest are always going to be your next targets, right? So you see, if you were patient, that being your point of interest, let that play out, it became the next target. And he said it perfectly. Like, they did this in, because Mitch, if you draw a resistance straight across, like where your highs are, just where your highs are. No, where your highs are, like where you have your eye. Just see that box out.
Right here?
Yeah, just take the whole box out though. Like how we. No, like I mean like.
Oh,
Just
back
in
into the future.
Yeah, my bad.
My fault.
Just look at that, right? Because they're looking at this. You know, we broke out resistance, came down, and then oh shit, it closed a little bit. It closed, you know, stopped some people out, and some people they would have probably still in this buy because it didn't probably hit their stop loss because it is EU. It moves pretty slow, right? But what did Mitch say in the beginning? Obvious in a downtrend, understand the big picture, then go to the smaller picture. So then they got into, you know, they got really excited when it started to go up again, and then they drew a trend line, just like Mitch did. It slams their trend line and just demolishes their you know, demolishes their stop losses, right? It's just, yeah, that's why I was looking for it to take that out.
Yeah, I honestly, bro, I have it coming below the here.
No, it should too. It should. Like it's gonna take these lows out. Like they just do it over and over and over again. And like especially like when you're able to break it down on a 5-minute, it's over with. Like my drawback this morning. My drawback was $7. So
Was what?
My drawback was $7 for 262.
Sheesh.
So it's just like
Okay, big time.
It's lit.
But yeah, it's just like the stuff that they're doing, man. It's just crazy. So like for the one that I'm looking for a really nice buy is UJ right here. I'll show you guys.
EJ?
UJ. But not for a while.
Yo.
What's up?
Hold on.
Does he have the same chart market? Let's get it.
No, I haven't been looking at EJ actually.
No, this is UJ.
Oh, UJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
So same thing, guys. Like, and it's this. Matt had a call yesterday where he was really, really talking about like institutional candles. Yeah, like they're the candles that take out liquidity, but you want to look for basically what I was telling the guys in Fort Myers. You want to look for the news-like candles. What happens, you know, when news comes out? You get one candle that just slaps. It just goes down or it goes up. And you're like, damn, that's just legit. I wish I was in that buyer. I wish I was in that sell. So like I want to start looking for those news like candles. Came on the UJ on the 4 hour. Again, came out to the big picture. Right? Clearly down here to me, you know, it's on an uptrend. But overall, you see it going on a downtrend. But at the same time, when I'm looking at as far as here, when I kind of come a little bit closer, this one candle took out all of these lows. I mean, like all of these lows. Like, you can go to the day chart. Where's my purple candle? Oh, it doesn't even show. That sucks.
Yo, I gotta show you when you're done. I gotta show you guys something when we're done with you, Jay.
All right, facts. I'm going to hand it over right in 1 second. So you got liquidity sitting right here, right? And they're probably saying, like, how it's really small. We'll break it down in the 1 hour. It's a beautiful double top. Like, it's tap, tap, tap one more time. And then what happens? We push below all of these lows. We take out all of this shit. Then what's your next thing? Okay, we found the candle that takes out my lows. What's my next thing? Be patient. Let money get behind the move. And I'm talking about, like, move. Like, let it get behind the move, right? A lot of people have been like, oh, I wish I would have entered here or there. Like, no, like, I want to see it get away for it to just do exactly what it's doing, right? Accumulation phase is down here. Distribution phase is up here. I'm actually really waiting for it to come over in these areas because this is a strong-ass candle. Like, they have to drop a massive lot. So they have to mitigate out of this candle. Have to. So I'm going to drop this in the chat, but I'm about to let Mitch go because I know he's about to speak some fire. Floor's all yours, brother. He probably walked away from the screen. 2 seconds.
My fault. I heard you. All right, yo. Watch it. This is tripping me out. All right. Oh, I gotta share my screen.
He started marking up stuff.
No,
Oh,
I just clicked off of Zoom real quick.
Oh, bro, I have the same shit. I have the same.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so look at this. So hold on. Why does this keep on doing that? Okay, bet. Y'all see this right here, right?
Fire.
This is what I had marked up, right?
Let's see that after.
Everything. This AR is supposed to be up over here. We moved it, as you can see right here. Right here, my boy Q pointing that out to me. Perfect, right? So as you can see, guys, it's pretty simple, right? I mean, the market's on that upwards trend, right? But as you can see, when it comes up into this area, it starts just kind of going back and forth, creating that distribution phase, okay? So what are we going to look for? We're going to look for it to create highs. Then we're going to wait for it to break those highs, retest, and shoot and mark down, right? Go to the downside. So as you can see, we had literally everything that you needed, right? It was picture perfect in my eyes. The buyer's climax, literally everything in here. Okay, so I'm not really going to break it all down right now, but to bring it over here, I can't go down. Dang. That's one thing I don't like about the replay is if you switch time frames while you're in replay mode, it just plays everything at once. But anyways, as you can see, it came up to this area, and where is the play button? You can see it came up. It broke above these highs once, came back down, but it made one more push. Okay, so as you can see, this big candlestick right here is what pushed up. It broke above even the highs from the buyer's climax over here. Right, you see that? It broke above those. Right, hitting everybody's stop loss before the big money got in. Right, so as you can see, came up, pushed its way down. I'll show you on the 15-minute in a second, but as you can see, look what happened. She just tanked, came back down. Right, we're looking at these lows to be taken out, which they were. We're looking for these lows to be taken out. So as we continue, right? When the market goes down, it has to go back up, right? So it shoots back up, but we're looking for that mark down, right? We're looking to take out these lows, right? And we could even be expecting to take out these lows now too. Okay, so what happens is it came back. Well, not yet, but I'm expecting this to continue in that mark down and honestly start making its way back down to the downside because overall it looks like it is shifting the momentum to that downside. So we'll have to wait and see, but this setup was just picture perfect in my eyes. I know Q was looking at it. But yeah, Q, share your screen and kind of give your thoughts on this as well because I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, this is the one we were talking about like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, when you were at my house, right?
Nah, we hopped on a Zoom, remember?
Mm.
Wait, Mackie hopped on.
With Mackie, yeah.
Oh, where's it at? Oh yeah, that's right here. Yeah, it's just beautiful setup. All right, just beautiful setup, just like he said. And then one thing as he was talking is like the thing when people are like, damn, bro, like I missed the move, or like I feel like I haven't gotten the move. Like if you really, really break this down, you see.
Yeah, go on the 15-minute when you're done. Like, go break it down to the 15-minute.
Facts. But just like right before the 15-minute, like really break it down. Where is that candle that does that thing? That really, really does that thing. This is that candle. Like, if you were patient, and you place it right here. If you were patient, 1, 2, 3 hours, you would have been 1 pip and drawback for a whopping 50 pips. Like this is where it gets to the point where it's like you can, it starts to identify itself more and more and more and more and more, right? Finding the point of interest, that's how it starts identifying. But if you break it down to the 15-minute, like it just gets completely gnarly. It just gets bad.
Bro, click on EU real quick.
These guys. Oh my gosh.
She's hanging.
You still in yours?
Yeah.
Hold them bitches.
30 pip, take profit, bro. Like the strategy doesn't change just because we're, adding something new.
Yeah, Chino, I was talking to Chino this morning. He said, I'm 30, 40 pip type guy. And
Yeah, man.
He's out. And that's cool. I'm closing out.
30 pips, I let the other one ride out.
Facts. Like he said, like even if you break it down to these candles over here, like these are just to find more points of interest. I always like to do the fibs. I need to figure out how to like extend like one candle. These guys over here are like complete clowns.
What do you mean? What do you mean extend one candle?
It's like how you like blow up one candle. Like I want to like, I don't know, because Matthew does it all the time. Like where it's a really like if it's a small candle and he makes that like that image bigger so he can do the 50% of that candle. I don't know how to.
Oh, are they on? Well, I know Jordan doesn't use a Mac. So
no, they don't. They have that big ass like 6, 7 screens.
Yeah, well, and his laptop's not a Mac.
Facts. I mean, guys, like breaking it down to the 15-minute, you can already see the first entry, and you would have had a ball with this one, right? And that's not even the move. But as you see, right, where's your last up candle? For a money guy behind the move. Like when I really say, guys, I want you to start looking for money to get behind the move. 3, like, what's this? 1, 2, 3. 3 bearish candles on a 15-minute. Although it's a 15-minute, you got to understand, like I said, it takes money to move this market, right? You got 3 bearish candles. Facts. Be patient. Be patient. You would have had your first tap right here, and it just fucking tanked, right? And then coming down, coming right back to what Mitch was talking about. This is your point of interest. Start to form liquidity in that same little area. Blasted through it, right? So now that it blasted through it, what do you have? Now you have this. Canada does that thing. Again. Could have did body. And then 50%. I don't really feel like fibbing it, but there you go again. Just multiple entries. Confluencing what, me and Mitch are talking about. Right? And you could have even, immediately, when this would have topped right here. It's been one. Just rode the wave, no drawback.
Facts.
It's just.
Yeah, I'm actually still in it.
Yeah, I would fucking stay in it.
I sent it in the Telegram.
And I mean, just look like that. Like, Colton, do you see any reversal pattern? Maybe there's one on a smaller time frame.
Yo, to be straight up,
What's up?
I'm surprised that you're saying to may you go over Bitcoin, please. He said Joseph said go over Bitcoin. I'm surprised you're looking at candlestick reversal patterns.
Yeah, because I was that book that I'm reading, the study tape, whatever they sent me, it's talking about it's talking about how. What's up? It's talking about how candlestick patterns, play into with this as well. I mean, I look for them, but that's not like my end all say all.
No,
Yeah.
no. Go ahead. You gonna say something?
Well, I was just going to say quick, I know where you're coming from, Mitch, because what we're learning here, I feel like would apply more to patterns versus the candlesticks, like full on market patterns versus the candlestick patterns. So no, I'm not entirely looking for patterns anymore, even though that one good hour pattern did show up. But I'd honestly rather see a nice little double top M head and shoulders on a 15-minute versus a candlestick pattern.
I feel you. No, the only reason why I bring it up is because, obviously Q has been studying Matthew it's his full-time job, right? Which is why he's about to have full-time trading income. So the thing is, if you guys know me, I know candlestick reversal patterns. That's what I look for happening in my zones. And I do see it happen. Right? We know people have massive success using other trading styles besides this. So, there's other ways to be successful in the market, blah, blah, blah. But Matthew said one thing on one of his videos that said, I'm done looking at candlestick reversal patterns. So I thought Q would be the same thing. And what Matthew said is, he said candlesticks were created to control human emotion, greed, and fear. Right? Once he said that, I said, yo, I'm done. I said, yo, I'm done with the candlestick reversal.
Which video was that?
Huh?
Which video was that? I need to watch that.
It was on, our notes are mad clean. It was on New Month, New Nuggets at Trade with Matthew.
Let's get it. I'm watching that right after this call.
No, but that's so true. Nothing is more true than that. Because again, this is all just printed data for us to be able to follow and again be able to trade or do whatever it is. So that's so right. These candlesticks are literally just printed emotional data for us to follow.
Because I remember one thing that they were saying too is that they look at order books. They don't see charts like we see charts. They just see order books. So they see all our orders. Then that's when they start to move price. So the fact that it's just eye-opening. But as far as Bitcoin, yesterday Matthew had called a buy on Bitcoin. He had a private training. Here's my thing. Bitcoin is awesome. But at the same time, it's unless you have the account for Bitcoin, I would, like Mitch says all the time, I invest. But as far as day trading, I just can't bring myself to doing it because of the simple fact it's just
Nah, you want to know the biggest reason why I don't do it?
Why?
It's because it's a psychological thing, in my opinion.
100%.
No, because I'll tell you why. It's because the people who, in my opinion, I'm not trying to judge or say anything, But in my opinion, the people who like only focus on Bitcoin, right? Like, and don't look at other Forex pairs is because they're in need of fast money.
Golly.
It's a money thing. They want to make money like this because they know it moves so quick.
Say it loud.
Right? And FOMO, their fear, you're getting, because like, guys, I'm gonna tell you, it's hard to watch people cash out on Bitcoin. Like, it's hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say, yo, like, you know, it looked like a good buy, but I'm not buying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's not easy, but I am here. I'm here long term. So in my eyes, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't need to make money quick because this is not something where you're going to make money quick. You can make money quick, but the people who make money quick are the people who are no longer working on this skill set because they didn't have the discipline, right? God's not going to give you what you deserve until you actually deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I hope you guys.
Facts.
Is this call recorded? Recorded.
No, you don't. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna trade Bitcoin, don't just focus on Bitcoin.
Golly, bro.
Right? Study other pairs, and also, like you said, that's another big thing. You need to have the account for it. Right? You need to have the account for it.
If you don't have an account for Bitcoin, it's just like, don't trade it.
And unless you're gonna set tight stop losses, because with this method, if you learn this method, you're looking at 5 pip drawdowns.
Yeah, 100%. It's just, he just hit the, like, just think about it. Every time someone has, like, put out news, Bitcoin's going to 20K, what happens? Bitcoin flies up, and then it just comes right down. Like, to me, it's a psychological game. Like, this is the ultimate psychological game. You know, cryptocurrency, the newest thing out there, right? And they're using, like, if you guys do like major research on propaganda, they're using so much propaganda. And I'm not saying that Bitcoin's not going to go to the moon or it's not going to tank. I don't know. But what I see is that, you know, we have Bitcoin ATMs now. So that lets us know that it's about to be a major currency. But is it about to be a major currency right now? Like Mitch says it, said it perfect. If you're greeding for money, you're going to lose money. Like, if you're fiending for something, you're always going to lose it. But to break down Bitcoin, Matt called a buy. Yeah.
That shit was perfect too. Back on that 4-hour chart, like, that's the area right there.
Yeah, it's nice. But I'll break it down. I'll even break it down to the 15-minute. Like when I see this, then I still, because I have to stay true to who I am. So I'm still not going to trade it, even though I see a nice setup. That just tells me that I'm sharpening my eye, right? So, 50%. All right, 50% is right there. And I'll tell you guys why I went to that candle. And you can even have been patient. I mean, like, that's a gap. That's a fucking gap. If you don't have the account for it, you're getting blown. But what did I see before that? You got equal lows. Fucking take them out. Bam. This is a candle that does that thing. The body, 50%. Now, if you would have got in on the body, they did it to you again. Because if you really paid attention, like if you really started watching, if you started to look, right? What did they do? This body, this open, was the same support over here. What happens when money gets back to point of interest? We create liquidity just to take it out. It's a game that they keep playing. And I feel like Bitcoin is the ultimate chess piece. The ultimate chess piece, because what did they form? The same green line is the open of my red candle, down candle before the up move, right? What did it do? You come in the future, beautiful double top that people were buying, inducing buyers. What happens? They slam you right out of it. And then not only that, I think Picasso called a buy on Bitcoin between the retracements of 78 and 61. You know, he has the account to just sit there and hold it. I'm pretty sure he has the account to just sit there and hold it, right? So break it down to the hour. They came here, flushed you out. This is now the new candle that did that thing. 50% of this candle is this body, right? Is this green line? I'll take away this one. Is this green line? This was a sniper entry, but I'm still not gonna take it. Why? Because at the end of the day, like Mitch preaches about this perfectly. You have to, in order to be a good trader, you have to be spiritually and personally sound as a person, and you have to stay true to your rules. If you do not stay true to your rules, then you just thrown everything away, right? One of my rules is I don't trade multiple pairs at one time. I could have traded EU as long with GU, but it's more than the money. It's me staying sound to what I said I was going to do, right? So it's just beautiful candle that screwed everybody out up here. 50 of it is right here. I mean, it's just that's if that's how you're gonna look at it, that's how you're gonna look at it. It happens, the same schematic happens, but just Bitcoin, it's the biggest chess game in the world that a lot of people feel like they know, but they don't know. And people don't know what they don't know, and they think they know what they don't know. So then it makes it even worse.
Go back to the hour quick.
Yeah, sure.
Joseph, his computer died. I don't know what Joseph wants to do.
I'm here with you.
But what I was going to say real quick, back on the hour Q, will you, if you were to get in the buys down here, you scroll back in, you see your candle right there that got no test, come up a little bit. We got this red candle to the left, up, 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 to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. After that, right here where we got no test, up a little bit more. Sorry, up. Big red candle down where we got nothing else, where the liquidity is.
Oh, right here.
No.
Here.
No, up at 11K, up at 11K.
Okay, I'm gonna go to 11.
That's what I could have said. So what I wanted to say was, if you are in buys,
you talking about this one?
And then to the right, you'll see what I mean. Down 2 candles. This candle right here, this red candle right there. Yes. So what I wanted to say is, if you are in buys down here and you got in this accumulation, now that we've seen this, $3,000 drop off of 13K again, if you are in buy positions, I would look to probably get out around 10, 9, 11K because of why? Because this candle that Q is on, we never came back up and got tested out of it. So there is some imbalance sitting right there. So I know for people like Joseph, and I know Mackie I saw is in a buy too. So I just wanted to point that area out, that 11K zone right there.
Oh yeah, facts. My bad, it took me so long. But yeah, just even imagine if you were going off of this green right here, which was in the last down candle before the up move, right? Look how much, unless you had in your account, look, even if you entered right here, because what did it do? It tapped your line perfectly. You entered, bam, just slaps your account. Unless you got enough, now correct me, am I wrong? Is that 490 pips?
Yep.
That's 490 pips in drawdown. And unless your account can hold that, then it's just crazy. Because even this entry right here, yeah, it was a nice entry. You got 2 great, bullish candles, but still, it's just I have to stay true to what I'm saying. Because once I start lying to myself, then everything else starts to crumble. So that was my outlook on the markets. I'm not really looking at anything else besides UJ buy, but it's not going to be for a while now. Yeah, it's not going to be for a while now. But at the same time, what I see right here, nice little double top just got formed. Buyers are happy right here because they got this big candle. So, this could be one that you can keep your eyes on. All right. Liquidity sitting under there, wait for it to break it. and then go. Yeah, my buy is not going to be activated for a while. I just feel like it's a very strong point. Because I was watching Matthew yesterday, and they had like one time they set up like a candle from like, I think it was like 2 months ago. And then it came down right to their buy area and it went up like 400 pips. So that's the thing. Like if it's slow, it's growth. So that's what I got. As far as, for the week, I don't think I got any other setups. Yeah, I don't think I got any other setups. Oh, well, yeah, I do. I'm still waiting for this, right? You got liquidity up here. Same thing. Big FU candle. I'm waiting for money to get behind this move. I want it to come back to these two areas. I'll retest these for a sell. But I have to see money get behind the move. Like I saw money get behind the move on EU and GU. Yeah, GCAD. GCAD is like, I like GCAD too because this was a low. As you can see my eyes right there, this is a low that just got demolished. Right? So if we see that up candle, I got to see some money get behind it, put it at the body, the open of my last down candle before my up move, and then look for another buy. But I'm still looking for it to come out and mitigate out of this sell. Right? You have liquidity right here. They bought to sell. They never came back and touched this. So they're still in drawdown on this candle. So I'm looking for it to come back and mitigate out of there. Dang, USD CAD was perfect. Oh, sheesh. I'll explain USD CAD in 1 second. What did they put? I mean, this is nasty. Go down in 15 minutes. See that? No, I don't even see a real clean entry on this. And that's the thing. Like, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, like, just don't mess with it. Because there's, like, really no clean entry. But
Yeah, no, I came down a little further than you would have wanted to see.
Yeah.
For the clean entry on it.
But what did it do? What is it doing right now? It's coming right back up to this little high. I was creating another equal highs just to get taken out later. So, yeah, guys, hope that I brought you value. I really appreciate Colton speaking a lot on what he was saying. Mitch dropping straight bombs. This dude's going to be a freaking beast. Like, oh, gosh. It's scary what's going to be happening in the next couple of months.
Yeah, guys, crazy momentum. Everybody's understanding more and more. We appreciate all 10 to 12 of you guys that were on this for the past hour. Again, this is why we do this. The more that me, Q, and Mitch, and Ivana, and all of us are learning this, skill set, it's going to make us grow even more to come on here and teach you guys, show you guys, put in the chart work with everyone, because everyone's going to learn from this. All right, I learned so much just from Q and Mitch. All right, and again, think about that. Like, I've been learning for a year and a half, and I still learn new things today on today's session. So just, again, always be a student. Always keep yourself in that mindset. Always keep, always keep yourself in that environment. So really grateful, really blessed for you guys. We were just over an hour on this, so we'll probably end it. It is recorded, so I'm going to drop this on YouTube. I'll make sure Q and Mitch, you guys both get access to that. I'll drop you the link so you can cut it up however you want. But outside of that, guys, opportunity call at 6, opportunity call at 8, social media training tonight at 10, I believe. And then we're back on at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So let's get it, guys. Have an amazing Monday.
Wait, right before we hop off, Mitch, what did you call it? New Moves month? What did you call it? The video that you watched, Mitch?
You might be away from his computer. I'm trying to remember.
But one that I want to tell you guys that I watched yesterday. Here's one thing that Ivana pointed out to me. Guys, under Jordan and Zach's channel, they have favorites. It's like 10 videos, and they're fucking legit. So I would definitely advise going through that. And then another one is that It's on Zachary and Jordan's crypto page. It's called Major Keys Here. It's in their like recorded videos, and like Zach was saying Jordan just like, although it was crypto, he like demolished how to really break down. You know, just looking at what we're looking at. I'm gonna text Mitch and find out what video he was talking about. Hop on that real quick. But hope you guys have a great day. Study more than you trade. This has been a month of studying, and this is actually my first live trade in a month. So it's just crazy, you know, be patient.
It's lit. It's go time. All right, guys, let's get it. I'm going to end this call, and we out. Catch y'all tomorrow.